kind of a long delayed YouTube. Not really much going on besides it won't quit raining. Mark that, because in a month it won't rain again. Yeah, been done. Crops all look great. Have not had a chance to go right across a lot of the fields. I mean, the cornfield, we got one cornfield we can still ride side by side across. The Milo stuff we can yet. Got some beans to ride across, but we've been wet. I mean, we got done, well, whatever the day of the video was, was dry. Kind of got a little worried on some of the Milo chemical. I mean, even some of the bean chemical laying there with no water to activate the last field of corn chemical. Now, he's up there yesterday looking at one out of the trial we got up there. I mean, so far it's clean. Next week we got the sauna kicking in. I mean, we're gonna actually have we had some summer there for a few weeks or 10 days, whenever it was a few weeks back, but I mean, they're talking 90, 95 heat index, 105 plus, starting Sunday. It's just gonna be a sauna. So yeah, we're gonna cook. Crop's gonna cook. We're gonna cook. Grain bins are all cleaned out. We are done. They are totally empty. Great feeling. They're done. It's not our problem. It's not all sold. I've got very few beans left. Big report coming Tuesday. Flip a coin, who knows? It won't be right. I mean, my personal opinion, you got a USDA report that's gonna guess the acres that we planted, but yet it's all required to be done by July 15th for the government. And you would know you've got people that don't deal with FSA, so you've got them percentage of people. I don't know of anybody around here. I mean, I know there's probably a couple. I mean, I know of one back in the day that I know, but they are now, and I know of another person that never was a part of it. But yeah, I mean, July 15th at midnight, when they hit the send button to DC, it's all sent off there. By July, I don't really know what the day the 15th is, but at 10 p.m., they know what acres are planted to what crop, or 8 o'clock in the morning, July 16th, they know what acres are planted to corn, beans, your spring wheats, and all your spring crops. They know to a T what it is, minus that adjustment of guys that don't mess with the FSA program. But yet, no, we got to have a guess in June, and then in like November they release them, and well, wait a minute, we screwed up. Hey, well, last year we was off on acres, so we're going to adjust it now and play with it and put it back right, but we're going to offset this now to make that work out better. Yeah, that's how this crap happens. Like last year, you got all these ranges of what people is calling for corn acres last year. And yeah, it was fine. And then I think it was the October report. They come out and found 4 million acres more of corn. How? And that was they even used other FSA data to find more. Yeah, market manipulation at its best. You want to fix something, you fix that. That would be, if I'm president, I'd fix it. I'm not president, but you're wanting to use real-time data and everything else in the world, but yet you use data that is, you report this data and it's in the trash can. This data is null and void July 15th. You've got 98% data that's accurate to a T, but you're using this guess. It's kind of like the acreage data that you throw out in March. I mean, they're talking to guys the 1st of March. 1st of March, I could be buried in a foot of snow. Yeah, I got my acres mixed. April 5th is where that needs to come out. But even still, that data is flawed. I mean that, yeah. When in the fall, my crop plan is 99.9% secure, locked in, unknown to a flood that we can't plant. We don't start planting until June. My acres might change. Hopefully, I never see that in my life, but I'm sure I will. I've seen it when I wasn't farming, but helping my dad and uncle. I've seen that. But yeah, I mean, and that's what you got. You've always got give and take, but just that's just my complaint. We're using data that's outdated when it gets published, and then that data is being traded for our markets. Well, that's not right, because that's market manipulation at its finest that we have no control over. We're hurting both ways, and the Board of Trade's making money both ways, up, down, sideways. That's my complaint, and that's my rant on that crap. But not right. That's an easy fix. I mean, that is an easy fix. If you want to fix something, that's an easy fix. Yep, hey, the acreage report don't come out till July 18th. So be it. At least you know you're within 3% of being right of the unknown acres. And let's face it, you've got Google Earth. I mean, yeah, granted, can be old data. They know what's in your grain bins. Guaranteed they know what's in your grain bins by satellite. Just by the heat, I'm sure they do. They know what crops are planted where. I mean, go ask the seed dealer. I mean, hey, we require DeKalb, Croplan, Asgrow. Hey, what all first crop corn did you plant? Now that's where the data can really get flawed. Because, hey, we replanted 30 acres, somewhere in there, 25. So you got to consider that, because, yeah, I'm sure the USDA would love to have that flawed data to really add the acres. I mean, that's my complaint. I mean, you read all these things, even 10 years ago. Oh, we're losing acres, we're losing acres, we're losing acres. But yet, it's never reflected in the acreage report. Oh, hey, we gained acres of corn. But yet, beans and wheat didn't really, beans lost 3 million, but you gained 6 million of corn. Okay, yeah, you got the minor crops that lost some, but if you're always losing acres every year, and they say like daily or monthly, we're losing X amount of acres, where's that reported? Where does that show up in a crop production estimate and a crop planning? I've never seen it updated. Now here's one thing that I want to ponder and throw out to you. And you've all seen it. If you run holy cow, that's a lot of rain. If you run a planter with, hang on, I'm gonna get a drink of water. So, sorry. If you run a planter, hang on. If you run a planter with row shut-offs on my corn planter per se, that's row by row, or you run a bean planter, like I'll use my Case 1240. If you run a bean planter like that, that shuts off, I'll use the corn rows per se. That's every 4 rows of corn, which would be 8 of beans, yada, 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 however it breaks all out. Your acres and USDA in that farm do not jive. They are not the right acres. Yeah, we've got a couple farms that are high, that are low, but you're talking a couple tenths of an acres. I mean, I'm talking you're allowed to use precision data in crop insurance. I cut off to what USDA FSA office says I have in corn. I think I cut off 16 or 15 acres of corn to what USDA says the farm is versus what the planter showed it was. That's just one crop. I think beans, milo, one farm of milo I shaved off right at 3.9 or 4.1 acres on one farm. I mean, I'm 7 or 8 acres of milo under what it USDA says I planted. And that's turned into my crop insurance. That is what I'm paying. I'm paying insurance on what this planter planted. I think beans was 15 or 16. That's just, I mean, there's 25 acres of crop that, quote unquote, is not planted per my planter. That's just one farm of me, of what I farm. How many others are out there? And I'm just one guy. I'm a drop in a bucket. Yeah, I farm a lot of fields around trees, edges. So yes, that would be more higher for me versus some farms when we go west of here that would not be very big, a few tenths of an acre, and you may gain some. And yes, and probably you will gain some acres on some of them. That is my complaint. I mean, you soil test a farm. That soil test and the soil test that we have all pulled, I went back looking because I was going through the acreage report last night of insurance guy. The soil test we had pulled for them farms matches what this planter made by a tenth up or a tenth down. But FSA on that one farm is 4 acres off. That's my ponderance. I mean, and the soil tests are pulled after it's planted, so they're following my plant line. That's the most accurate acre you can ever get, is that, which also follows precision planting or any John Deere section control, row control. I mean, that's acres. I mean, and also thrown this way, I mean, there's a solar farm north of me. There's a solar farm, there's 2 solar farms south of me. And that's okay, that's 2 counties. There's one more coming in another county I know that I got somebody I know working at that didn't get planted this year. Now the other 3 have been out for a couple of years. Granted, it's 1 county or 2 counties, but I've never seen an acreage reduction on them 2 counties to show that. Where did they go? I mean, we're reporting data, so that is reported as not being planted, or it's basically in a solar farm, which I'm not going down that hole, but that is my complaint. We're giving real data, but we're not getting real data back. A lot of this data is not coming back to us. That's my complaint. I firmly believe if we really knew the acres of ground we had in the U.S., I think it would floor everybody to know the acres that we have lost and are losing, and potential. I mean, solar farm that I'm part of is going to lose. There's 1,500 acres right there, going to be gone. Potentially. I mean, I've still heard both ways, but I mean, there's 4 more, or 5 more, or 6 more in a 2-county area that's coming in. So eventually, I mean, and that's just here. Wow, that's under. And I remember when we went to Colorado, we saw 2 solar farms for Commodity Classic. There's 2 solar farms in Missouri and maybe one in Kansas somewhere. So where's them acres? I mean, that's my question. Just something to think about for everybody. I mean, just sit back and think about it. And you got South America and Brazil. Oh, hey, we can add 10% each year. We can add 10%. Oh, hey, 10% next year, 10% this year, 10% next year. Yeah, we are losing to them, but when you can gain acres like that, you can't compete. I don't care if the ball's fair. I mean, yeah, you can't compete when a country can go do that. Well, and here's my other thing. I'm on I was not this year because no wheat, but I'm on a cover crop deal. If you plant wheat and beans, you can qualify for some cover crop money. How they portray it, so no big deal. Well, and one of the deals, I remember Buddy talked about it. So I'm going to grow beans. I'm going to haul them to ADM Elevator here nearby to me. Now I don't anymore because it's too far away. But if I can sign a paper and say, hey, this Billy Bob 40 acres has not came from, and I may quote this wrong, has not been a cleared forest in the last 10 years, I can sell these beans to ADM and make 10 cents more. I don't know the exact number. We'll pay you something for that. I can't think of anything on, okay, you got a fence row that got tore out, you gained an acre or two, something like that. Around me, I mean, I know we had 6 acres of woods, not we, but a landlord had 6 acres of woods, 7 acres of woods cleared off. When I was a kid, I remember the tree grove being there. I mean, 25 years, been 35 years ago. And that's what I remember. But yet in South America, that question's not asked. Something don't make sense, but they got to ask us if we're clearing a rainforest. Something ain't right. There's a lot of things can easily be fixed, but it won't be the fix people like, because it's going to scare a lot of people. But grain's all gone. That job's done, and we've just been socked in wet. Owen's got the tillage tools, they're all done. He's got 1 tractor washed. We got both planters to do, both tractors tied to the planters to do, not his fault. Pressure washer blew up on me. I thought it was going to be a simple fix. Well, found out it egg-shaped the hole out. Well, you can't buy that piece. Looked at buying a John Deere. Nope, that same pressure washer is $1,300 out the door. I'm not spending $1,300 on a pressure washer when I bought this one 7-8 years ago and paid $600. Ain't happening. Went and tried to buy a cheap one at Harbor Freight. My bad. I didn't go look at it. Uncle was there. I had him go get it. He was going to be right by there. Got it home. Did not like the looks of it at all. We was going to have to convert all of our stuff to the type of hose deal that they had. Berkey's had called back and said they'd found one with a Honda motor. My bad, which we got it Sunday and looked at it, or got it Monday. So hopefully it's here. It's supposed to be here Friday. Next week when it's hot, hopefully he can do that. Wash a little bit of a morning, stay cool, get them done, and if it takes 4 days, it takes 5 days. Don't really care. That's just one of them things. I'll be around to help them probably. We got 1 farm to mow waterways and roadsides yet, and it's rained. I mean, it's been wet. We've got 6.5 inches, 7 inches since June 8th. When it's going to rain, it's called for rain. We got 3 inches. Now we did take an extremely hard hit on the Milo. Callisto and another guy did the same thing. So the same thing. Callisto likes to turn corn white. That's just kind of how it does on a chemical. We see some corn with it. Now this year it killed the Milo. It killed the Milo, the double lap, the overlap. Yep, they run section control too, same thing. But I mean, it flat out killed it. I mean, there is bare spots, and on any angle, it's dead. And the other buddy I know way down south, he said the exact same thing. Very upsetting, not the retailer's fault. It's just the year. I've not looked at anybody else's Milo, but very upsetting. I kind of swore off Callisto because, man, that hurt. I mean, I'll say this, I've never seen a Milo stand look that beautiful as it did, and then to have that, I mean, that just really upsets me, irks me. But, I mean, we got from the 8th or 9th through the 12th, we got 4.5 inches. Right? Not the Milo's fault, not the chemical company's fault, just had it come that first 1.5 inches, we'd have probably been and we didn't see it till that next 3-inch rain came a day later or 2 days later. Looked fine till that rain came, and then it all went south. Not their fault, just the weather. The weather got us, and it still got us. I mean, now they was cleaning the last 2 bins out or 3 bins out. I went and got the last 86 acres of ammonia done. I did that the 16th. Yeah, because we started the 15th with bins. The 16th I went and got it done, and it rained the 17th. But yeah, so we got them all done. The last ammonia's done. That's why the bean planters are both hooked on. Bean planters would have been done. They would have been done. Corn planter is winterized. Antifreeze is in the Xyway system. Antifreeze is in the starter system. We did it the other day. The plates have been out up for a while. The bean planter, I mean, only got the plates out this morning. It's all done. I just ran water through the tank a little bit ago. Filled it up with water, let it set an hour or so. And the water stayed there, another story, but don't make sense. But water held. Flushed all the water out, or flushed water through all the lines. And I'd already did it earlier anyway. When I ran out, I put water in to flush it out more. But I flushed it out again in case something was in there. Andrew's coming by here shortly to winterize it. And then it's ready to go be ready for the wash whenever we get there. No hurry. Whenever it happens, it happens. But yeah, everything's setting pretty good. And we've got 7 inches of rain. We're in the band again. I mean, it's dark to my north. We're in the band again for another 2 to 4 inches again. Basically starting today, tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be, there's basically a downright just shitty, rainy, nasty day. Saturday's supposed to be the same. Don't got roadsides to mow, but do, if that makes sense, for the 4th. Probably not going to mess with it. I may try and mow the top pass up next to the blacktop, because, I mean, we got 2-3 tenths here a little bit ago, or all day today. We got some rain last night. I mean, I don't want to make a track in a ditch. I got waterways I want to mow the first time. I screw up. I should have mowed maybe that weekend. I should have mowed that weekend, but I don't. Me and a buddy thought, well, hey, they'll be a lot drier in a couple if we wait till Monday or Tuesday. I think we can get through them. And that's what we both thought together on the one that we don't share, but he is above me, and that's what we both said. I think by Tuesday it'll be great. Well, that Tuesday morning I tried to go mow in the rain, and I got one opened up, but yeah, is it great? No. My screw up, yeah, I mean, basically when it rained that Monday, then we got a flash flood watch for 2 to 4 inches of rain. Too late, that ship sailed. And it ain't been dry since. It ain't been dry at all since. So fighting that. Like I said, we got one farm left to mow totally. The waterway won't be able to mow a lot of it at all, but at least mow roadsides, but they're wet. Just gonna have to cross that bridge when we get there, making a decision, but I may just mow up next to the road and call it good. And it gets dry, go back out and mow it a little quicker. We get a cool streak in here. Get the Massey on the chopper and may go trim around some fields. Do that once and walk away. Yeah. Don't know. I've rented enough, but that's kind of where we're at. Might not do one for the 4th or not, but if I don't, this is a video for a while. Slowing down. We're not started getting stuff ready for fall yet. Hot week, I kind of thought in some ways I do got some bin tar need to do on several bins, but 95 degrees, 100 and feels like 105. That's the last thing I want to do. I know Owen will shoot me. Might want to do that, but no, there'll be a better day. Yes, that crap will spread better, but no, that's too hot. It's not safe. That's on the agenda. Got to open up some bins and look in them and make sure if anything else we need to do, but like I said, we got a few things to do around here. I want to say it's going to be a pretty relaxing rest of summer. What we got, I mean, it's not going to be. Bain came and CMI'd both planters. I've not heard back. They got a list. They're working on a list. Bean planter, I know, does need a lot of work. I know that. I knew the openers were pretty well all shot. Both corn and bean rows. Closing disc. I mean, I knew it was due for a lot of money. Got us a lot of hoses, need changed, original hoses from '08. Can't complain. Corn planter, the guy said just minor knick-knack, not much at all. They did check the Steiger out while I was here. If you had a planter hooked to that, they would check it out for you and go from there. So that's my update. End later on.